It feels pretty great to be able to say that this is episode 19, which means this season of the Fast and Slow project is coming to a close. I am kind of excited to close this chapter, to be honest. Mostly because this has been a pretty bumpy road. I think I started out this whole thing with the idea of figuring out and spending time in the gray, the in between spaces. And unknown to myself, I've really, really needed it probably more than not more than ever. That's quite dramatic, but like it's been very much a focus in this period of time. And sometimes I do things and I only figure out afterwards why they make sense or why I felt so strongly about something. And now I feel like it makes a lot of sense why I needed to do this and why this made sense to set up. When I talk about fast and slow, I think what I've started referring it at to referring to it as myself is overperforming and numbing. That's obviously the negative side of it, but I've realized that there's a pendulum that swings, and I oftentimes am either overperforming or numbing. And by that, I mean I'm either doing everything at like crazy speed, time, efficiency, capacity, like I'm all in it, or I'm like so far the other way that I feel like I'm getting into behaviors that are like not very helpful for me just in general. And so I think typically having space and time and slowing down is tricky because I tend to move straight in. Like that for me is a signal to like move into the numbing. And then it starts to feel as if I'm not actually getting any benefit from it. So it's easier to just go back the other way. And I hadn't realized when I started out that I had burnout is too strong, definitely too strong. But I definitely had been in a period where I'd recently quit my job before I started this, in a startup environment that I was at for a year, and I put like everything into all of my kind of energy, or the vast majority of my energy into for that year. And I hadn't realized as I was coming out that like my body was kind of slowly catching up with me. And it's highlighted to me very concretely how these kind of cycles work. And there's a layer of perfectionism in here somewhere as well, which means it's not just going between these two kind of sides, but there's also like I feel the need to like be doing them correctly and perfectly and the right way, quotation marks. And having to have a forum like this where I'm kind of talking and I'm putting something out and I'm pressing like send or ship or publish or whatever you want to call it, schedule every week or as consistent as I was, has shown that up really, really clearly. Like there was so much self doubt, self criticism, um, just feeling like things have to be a certain way and they need to be correct. And I knew setting this up in this way, there's a reason, there's a rhyme and a reason. I knew that they would force me out of that. And I've been forcing myself out of that for quite some time. And this feels like the real next step in that journey. And I think a lot of the people that I speak to have some appreciation or experience with feeling as if there's this pull towards maybe overperforming is too much, but like the fast side of things where there feels as if there's a lot of pressure on things in life. If you allow it and if you tap into that, it can feel very overwhelming just existing, to be honest, sometimes. Um, and the space and time to be able to slow down and focus on actual well-being and kind of supporting yourself and finding the energy and the creativity in the things that I actually want has really shifted something for me. And I think it's contributed to an understanding for me in a couple of ways. One is I've spent the last few years supporting organizations adapt and change and learn as they go, and the people within them to do that. And more specifically in the last couple of years, AI and kind of how to adopt at an enterprise level. And one of the main things in this journey is like went through the personal journey of how I actually want to intentionally kind of adopt or use different pieces of technology in what I'm doing, where the moments where I want to do it completely manually and myself are really slow and like literally handwritten notes. And when am I having something go and, kind of take care of certain things for me? So that's been a really good learning. I think the second one is I hadn't realized how intense the perfectionism lens of things was. I thought I'd made more progress than I have, which is fine because perfecting my my getting over perfectionism, the irony is not lost on me. Um, but I realized I have more work to do, and that is just a useful reflection. And then third, it's helped me to actually figure out what I want next. So the whole intention of this was starting a business. And since then, I've talked about kind of side quests and finding that. I have now like a blueprint of what I want to do over the coming, until the end of this year. So over the coming like 6 months. And that feels very kind of positive coming into this journey, having felt as if I had a plan and it just went every which way. This time around, it feels a lot more informed and like I have a lot more scaffolding around it to support it and to support myself. Um, and so I think, yeah, I've got a lot out of that. And so that comes into what, excuse me, this next chapter will be, which is in the next 6 months, my objective is to get into the best physical and mental shape of my life so far. So previously, I've been quite good in a kind of a body hating, body shaming, not good enough motivated state to be like, okay, you're going to track all of your food intake and you're going to move a certain amount and you're going to do all of this stuff. And that's going to be the way that you get into shape, or the shape you're somehow supposed to be, or an acceptable whatever that we kind of tell ourselves about our bodies sometimes. And this time it's going, well, I want to actually get into really solid physical shape from a health perspective and also from an aesthetics perspective. But the biggest pillar in that is also well being. If I lose that along the way, then I've failed. Like I'm not going to meet what I actually want to do. And that feels like it's gotten a lot more visibility through this journey to be able to say, hey, I need to kind of weigh these things as one. It's not an either or. It's not a, I'm going to abuse my body to the point where it looks a certain way, but I'm feeling absolutely terrible over here. It's like we can't ignore one over the other. It's just not going to work. And my whole objective is to create kind of sustainable setups for myself. So this is that next tier. So I'm going to use the next 6 months to document essentially everything that I'm doing in that process. It's already started, and in the interest of well-being, I haven't forced myself to stick to a really strict deadline of July 1st. I needed to start and announce it and then be finished with this part and blah blah blah. I've kind of allowed it to kind of move together. So I'm going to be closing this chapter really soon. And then we'll move into this kind of next 6 month journey. And I think that's going to feel a lot more focused and a lot more clear and have set streams in terms of the different things that I want to share and talk about, and what I'm doing in terms of these side quests that I've been sharing as well. So I think this first chapter has really been a success for all of the ways that aren't metrics and likes and measures and all of that stuff. Personally, it's been really useful and really valuable. And it's still scary and weird and a little bit out of the comfort zone, but it's getting a lot more comfortable and a lot more of a reflex. And I think that is something I'm appreciating a lot. And I'm hoping at some point that this will also, if I'm clear with what I'm communicating, it will also land in a way that's going to be in some way, shape, or form like helpful on the other side. So, yeah, like not just for me, basically. Um, the final episode, so this is episode 19. The final episode is actually going to be the first episode I ever recorded for this project that I did not post because I felt insecure. I felt a bit stupid. I felt like I'd said things in a weird way. I hadn't represented myself well. It tries to kind of it talks about like one of my favorite authors, but it tries to talk about things in a certain way that I felt like, I don't know, I just found every way to criticize myself. And part of this process was becoming more comfortable or less scared with social media. And then I think the add on benefit has been realizing how tough I can be on myself, and that I am the like sole I'm solely responsible for that, and I have full opportunity to change it, and I very much intend to. And I'm hoping that with that release, it kind of closes this little circle and this chapter in time and allows me to kind of move on to the next one. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more. Um, but that's it for now.